Guys, today we're gonna talk about releasing your full potential. So if you want to know something a bit more about this, just keep watching because I really said a lot of things that I think might be useful for you. I kind of want this video to be a message, and if you saw this, it's deliberate that you're meant to watch at least 1 minute of this video because I really have a lot of things to say. And today I want to talk about releasing your full potential, about being the person you've always dreamt to, but deep inside of you, you're kind of afraid of failures. You're afraid of trying because you're afraid of people's opinions, you're afraid of people's judgment, or sometimes it can be even something more than that. It can be something that is really deep inside you and you also don't kind of understand. And that's right, because if you want to release your full potential, first you need to do is to accept what you are experiencing in life now, because that can have huge impact on what you want to do in the future. So basically when you have high self-worth, you know yourself, you know who you are, and you're just trusting that whatever you will do will be right and you will be able to achieve something. So with this trust, you can do actually a lot of stuff because you know, if I fail, then I'm going to have myself. And I want you to understand that life is not a performance from you to other people. Your life is just your life and you can use it as you want. Can you just even imagine that you're going to live your life for other people, and then when you're gonna die, then you will just have to consider all the things that you have done in your life, and then you realize that the only thing that you did was actually nothing for yourself because you wanted to impress people. You wanted people to like you, and because of that, you didn't do things that you were good at because you were afraid of failure or letting out your full potential, and you kind of wanted to hide behind the people that actually had some power, some more confidence than you. This is actually, in my opinion, one of the worst way to actually live life or anything. So the first advice would be, don't let other people to show you what your boundaries are. And by that I mean literally, don't allow people to show you where your place is, because the only person that knows that is yourself. So please, whenever you just fail, it means that you tried and you wanted to achieve that. You wanted to get there. So whenever you fail, just think of it like a lesson that you were able to get, and you can use it somehow to embrace it in your life. So don't have like this negative perspective on failures, because this will literally kill you. This will literally kill you because failures are really important in life to get anywhere, to be in any kind of high place, or to finally fulfill our dreams. We need to fail in order to get somewhere. You aren't what others told you you are. And remember, you aren't what other people told you you are. You are what your action is. You are exactly what you think and what you embrace in life. So remember that the lion determines the boundaries, not charted. Be like a lion. Be able to show your boundaries, be able to create it, and then people will listen. So I think that really significant part of life in every single person's living is that you need to learn how to show people where you are. And by that I mean you always need to show your boundaries. You need to show people what you're advocating for, what your opinion is. And please don't be that person that kind of lets people to do with them whatever they want to. Don't be that person. It's not going to help you. It will literally kill you. And I also want to say that your restrictions, something that stops you, is only in your head. And for somebody, those restrictions can be something different. But basically, I think that all of those limits that we put in our head is just creation. Because this is so crazy that you have kind of those thoughts that stops you from actions, and other people has those thoughts, but they are just a little bit different. And I mean that you can be afraid of public speaking, but the other person loves public speaking, but is afraid to, for example, play volleyball next to a lot of people because is just afraid of her or his skills and sport actions, sports, whatever. And I mean by that restrictions, deliberations only live in your head. And you gotta stop. You gotta stop to listen to those because actually it's not going to help you. So just please, every time when when you feel limited by something, just try to get out of your comfort zone and make small steps to expand and to develop your whole personality, to develop your own life, to develop your whole person. Because thanks to that, you are more likely to fulfill your goals, and with that you can also experience a lot of stuff without fearing of people's judgment. So I think that every single person once, 2 times, or even 100 of times felt a little bit pressured by surroundings, maybe by parents, maybe by friends, maybe by a family. And I think that pressure is really associated with what potential we give to the things that we are really depending on, because we care about certain things and we want to be so good at those that we are trying to be better, but something from outside is pressuring us. And I think that most of the times the pressure comes from our own mind. So we are just afraid of failure because we are all egoists. And don't tell me that people are naturally really good with each other, because this is bullshit. People are so egoistic, but some of them are just afraid of people's opinions, so they just stay in their comfort zone, and they kind of create this whole bubble of people pleasing around themselves. But we are all egoistics, and we are just afraid of leaving comfort zone, and that's the actual fact. But just you need to learn how to work with pressure, because the pressure is something that will kill one day most of us. Honestly, I think that we just need to learn how to deal with it. And there are actually a lot of books that you can read to learn about this a little bit more. So you need to learn how to work with pressure, but also you need to kind of distinguish from what this pressure is actually coming from. Because, like I said before, it can be from a family, but this pressure can be just a creation which lives in your head and doesn't make any sense. And just like with restrictions, every single person has different pressures, has different restrictions, different limits, but this comes from our personality and our goals that we have in our lives. It comes from dreams that we hold and that we want to really come true in our future living. So I just want you to see how crazy this is, because from somebody else those limits are kind of different from yours, or this person think that you are good at something that you think that you are terrible at. Do you see how stupid this is? I think that I'm going to kind of show you from my example that I thought a lot of the times that I'm not good at something. For example, it was a sport. And I remember a lot of people coming to me saying that I am really good at this sport and I have some certain talents, or this is like I really put a lot of hard work in that, and people told me a lot of really positive stuff about this. But in that time, I was quite sure that this is not true, and I was saying to myself that I'm terrible at it, even though I wasn't. So I want you to see that a lot of the times pressure, limits, or anything else comes from your own mind, and it's not really true. It's not completely the fact that is functioning in reality. It can be something different. It can be something that you made up and you're absolutely believing in, but it doesn't make sense. So you just need to learn how to distinguish all of those feelings from toxic and false to truth ones. So if you like this video, definitely hit the subscribe button and wait for another videos to come up. Bye!